Good morning. Welcome to Nonprofit Dreaming Solutions Spotlight. Akash Mishra is here with me. I'm Melissa Hildees, and this morning we have Hakan with BreezyBit, who will be demoing for us, and I'm going to turn it right over to him, let him introduce himself, introduce the problem that he's going to show us how to solve, and then we'll take some questions and answers at the end. But feel free to put any questions you may have in the chat to start. Okay? All right, Hakan, it's all yours.
So, okay. Hey, my friends, let me start with this actually. So, my manager, he reached out to me and then he said, we have a new product that we're going to start using in our nonprofit. And then we also need to start creating some surveys today. And I don't have much time. So I just wanted to do it with you here, if that's okay. And then, he said, we just have about probably 7 to 10 minutes right now, actually, for this to be ready. And I want to see, if we can do it together. Is that okay? Are you with me? Okay. So let's do this. So they said this product is called BreezyBit. It's a form survey builder. It's a native tool. And then he just shared the link with me for the AppExchange listing. So I'm here right now. And then again, let's go and do it together. I'll start also just to make it a little bit fun, right? So we don't have much time. We want to see what's happening. I'll start the stopwatch too. And then let's go get this application in our org and then start building forms and surveys. So I start the process here, and then I just say get the app and then install in production. This is going to be in our production org. And then I just say I have read and agree, right? And confirm and install. And I'll just start the process. So it will probably ask me to log in one more time to my org. Yeah, this is the org. I want to install the application and and then install for admins only. Everything looks good to me. I'll just say install. So this is my org right now. And if you go to, let me log in. And then if you go to the applications, let's see, there are no, I believe, applications installed at the moment. Yeah, so just waiting here. And as you see, there is no installed packages right now in that org. So it has been a little bit more than a minute. I'm sure you have that, installation complete. Let's go to the org actually and see how it goes. So, okay, it's right here. And then let's check and see if the application we can see and start using it. Okay, it is actually right there. So let's maybe start creating a first form. And they said, actually, I probably need to do just one quick thing. So I can select, they said I need to go to the client portal here. And then in the client portal, just do one selection if this is a production or sandbox org, and then just say add connection. Let's see what's happening here. Okay, it takes a couple of seconds. And then I allow this. So yeah, it is successful. So yeah, it has been 2 minutes and 4 seconds actually. And then we are done with our integration. So there's nothing else we need to do actually about this. And then we can start, creating our first survey or form, right? So let's say I need to create something using accounts. What we need to do is in the form details, I just give a name to my form. I said test form for this one. I want to see how things work really. And then I selected my object, and it seems like I can select multiple objects actually. So, if I know that, for example, contact is a related object to account, right? I can select contact as well. And if I want to add more, I can even add, let's say, case 2, if I want to add this. So, and I can make it related to either accounts or contact as well. So I can add multiple objects, and it doesn't have to be, it seems like, just the standard objects, but it could be one of the custom objects as well. So, but let's just do it accounts and then see it quickly so I can show something to my manager, right? So I created a form record, and it gave me a form URL and a QR code right away. Everything looks good. There is the submissions list here, and it seems like there is an error log here too, which is always great to see if there is anything wrong, right? So we can troubleshoot easily. And then let's click on the form builder. It opens up the screen. And then they said, everything about the form builder, it is all really 100% native, built using SLDS components. So whatever you see, it is going to be really Salesforce. You are in Salesforce working on the application natively, but also all the UI, UX components, everything is really Salesforce. So we have the account object that we added here, right? And then let's add a couple of fields and then see how things work. Okay, it's drag and drop. You don't need to do any coding, anything really special. Let's add a couple of other fields. Okay, it seems very easy and quick, building a form in different ways. So using different types of fields. Either, again, we have text fields, we have pick list fields. Oh, it shows us the options for the pick list fields, for example. And then I can select which ones I want to actually make available for the specific form. So these are all the values available in the backend, but maybe for this specific form, I just want to use these ones. I can make them available, which is great. And it seems like for some fields, oh, by the way, this is my form. I saved it. Oh, it seems like it's really ready. I don't need to do any field mappings, no other integrations, nothing external. And I don't need to publish anything to either. So I can just click on this and then see that my form is ready to go. I can share this with my customers right now. It took just about 3 minutes, I believe, in total, right? For us to do the whole integration process, installation process, and then after that, creating the first form and sharing with the customers. Again, since everything is happening natively, 100% in your org, no field mappings, you don't need to worry about any of those things. And then let's say you need some things like, maybe conditional logic. You want to make some things visible conditionally on the form, right? People use that a lot. So let's say annual or account rating. I want this to be conditionally visible only when the account name is a certain value. Let's say, I'm just giving an example to see if this really works. So when I click on account rating, I see the field properties on the right side. And then it seems like there is a visibility filter setting here, and there is a basic visibility filter. So I say on the account, make this field visible only when the account name equals, let's make it something simple to see if this really works, Hakan. And then save the changes. So that is it. And then my form is still live. Imagine I shared this with the customers. I don't need to stop anything in the production. It is still live. It is still there. I can just refresh this. And then when I make, the name Hakan, account rating is there visible. Otherwise, it is not. So you can set conditional visibility like this in just seconds. If you want to set conditional visibility for, at the pick list value level, you can use it too using configure dependency. Or if you want to make some fields required or not conditionally, you can use these required filter setting here. Or if you want to assign some values on the form to some fields based on other fields' values while they're filling out the form, you can do value assignment rules. You can use that too. And it seems like on the left side, there is something else here too. It seems like, you can add file uploads. Really this easy. Actually, you can say, okay, I want people to be able to upload files on the form. Again, we don't need to publish anything separately. It is just right there, right away in just about 2 seconds. Or if you want to add group boxes like this and then add multiple fields in the group box, it is kind of a UI element, but at the same time, you can apply visibility, to all the fields within a group easily too. Let's say you want this to be account information group, and then you want these fields in there, you can do it too. Or if you want to add HTML content, it will give you a lot of flexibility for design. You can do almost anything, actually. I will show you some examples. If you want to make this form multi-page, it is this easy. You just add a pager element on the form. And if you go to our form right now, it is a multi-page form. It just takes, again, really seconds. It is that easy to. Or if you want to add a payment element, you can add a payment element. We have the Stripe integration here. You just need to put your, secret keys and everything just one time, and then it will be available on the form. If you want to add a section, if you want to add a signature, for example, if you want to collect signature from the users, from your customers, you can just add a signature element here too. Like DocuSign or all the other tools, it is basically they can either type their names or they can basically just throw the signature to on the phone, on the tablets, on their computers. They can do it anywhere. There is really no restriction on anything. But yeah, it seems like in just about 3 to 4 minutes, we have done with all of the integration, installation, and everything. All the setup is ready, and then we created our first form. We are able to select multiple objects with multiple elements with really advanced features, actually. And it seems like there are many more things, right? If you go to settings here, I see you can bulk export all of your forms. You can clone your forms, it seems like. You can export them and import them easily too. Or if you want to make your forms password protected, you can add passwords on your form somehow. If there's, you can do, because some of the forms you can do them pre-filled. And if you want to add a password, you can do it too. If you want to share your forms, it seems like there is the form URL you can copy easily, or they give you an embed code for experience sites or any external sites, any kind of, you can copy them really easily, quickly here. Or there is also QR code too. You can add hidden fields, if you want to make any of the fields hidden and then don't show it to your customers, but you want to assign a value yourself, so it will be, automatically populated in the backend. You can do it too. Or if you want, you can add parameters and then, just use your URLs in different ways, of course, passing data. So yeah, I think in general, oh, and also this is good too. There's the multilingual form settings too. So you can create forms in different languages in just a couple of minutes, very easily, very quickly. So it lets you actually do mapping or directly upload files, or actually it helps you, create the forms in different languages really quickly too. Again, it takes just a couple of minutes doing all of those things. I'm sure there are more things that I'm missing here, but at a first look, this is how it is looking like. And thank you actually for being, with me here during the installation process. I hope my manager is going to be happy with what he's seeing.
That is great, Hakan. I think this should be named Easy Breezy instead of BreezyBit.
Thank you, thank you.
I literally am amazed right now by looking how easily we can configure this. I have so many use cases that we have done, like for grants management. There are so many different application forms that needs to be filled out, and the people applying for funding opportunities,
Yeah.
and the form really sucks. This is so amazing. Means I do have some questions actually, but
Yeah.
first I want to thank you so much for showing us this
Yes.
application. I loved it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
That
Great
is
to
my
hear
first
that from
feedback.
you. Great to hear
Yeah,
that from you, Akash. Thank you. Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
some questions. Like, sorry, Melissa. Sorry,
No, go ahead,
to talk.
Akash. I was going to say, you start
Okay,
with your questions.
okay. I have the first question. I can see the HTML content on the left hand side. So, do if I need like something like to put an image on top of this, is it possible using that?
You can embed images, any kind of images. You can embed videos directly as
Mhm.
well. So yeah, you can
So,
do
is it like
anything.
so? So, in that case, this HTML needs to be like. If I want to display an image, does it mean that I need to upload that image as a static resource, or how is it
You
going to
can,
be?
yeah. If it just needs to be in the HTML, you can add the image URL, right? So you just need
Okay.
to have actually the image somewhere in a public, with a public URL. Actually, it could be a static resource in your org, or if you have somewhere else that you store your images, if
Yeah.
as long as it's public, you can use it. Yeah.
Also, I see a very big, huge use case where we, like the hidden fields were there, right? We
Yeah.
can easily put like the campaign IDs to which people are applying, right? And people want to be member of. I think this is really nice. All I can say. Right, Melissa, over to you. I have more questions, but I'll put you on front.
Thank you, guys.
So I have a couple of quick questions, Hakan, and then Johannes, if you have questions, you're welcome to come off mute and ask them as well. So can we choose custom objects in our?
You can choose custom objects. Yep, there is really no limits.
Okay.
Yep.
And then do the objects have to be related?
Yes, if you're selecting objects, there needs to be that lookup or master detail, but the relationship, yeah.
Okay. You've answered so many questions that I was got through it all, and I'm like, I wrote my questions down. The language, the translation, I'm really interested in that. Is that Google Translate? Is it?
We are not using Google Translate, but actually we are using AI. We have a custom GPT that we built that is helping us with helping our customers with the translation. And we have a specific format and instructions working, of course, in the backend are prompts, but you can basically, it lets you just export all the fields with all their labels really easily, quickly in just a second, actually, from the form. And then you just import it into our GPT. It does the translation for you and then gives you back the import file, and then you import it back. And after that, you can still do, if you want to make any changes yourself, you can manually map fields or add different languages here in the settings too on the form. But we try to make it really easy and quick for users. So in just really a couple of minutes, you can add multiple languages very easily and quickly.
That's what I mean. I'm thinking of a use case that I had where I had a customer in Hong Kong, and of course, in Hong Kong, you want English and you want Chinese, which is, they're not even written in the same direction.
Yeah, it is fine. It is fine. It should be. So we have right now. I mean, we have one customer actively using this in France. They have locations in England and in Spain and in the US. So they have forms in, I think, 3 or 4 different languages right now. English, Spanish, French, Dutch, I think too, but it could be used with, different ones too. I think, we had one using Arabic. It's a different, so
that was my other thought.
Different languages.
Yeah, Morocco, everybody in Morocco speaks English, French, and Arabic. So awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions?
In my side, it is mind-blowing, okay? It is
Thank you, Anas.
Simply drag and dropping. It is too easy and mind-blowing. For clarity, I have one question. When to put the file upload, is there any file type or size determination here?
That's a good question. I forgot to mention, there are accepted file types. These 4 are coming by default, but if you want to add, different ones, if you want to add videos, MP4s, or others, you can definitely change it in any way you want. Yeah. And there is, I believe right now, a 10 megabyte limit, I think. It's much, really, actually, for regular files, it's probably a couple of 100 kilobits or something like that. So you can add really many files, as many as you want, using the file upload. And also you can add as many file upload elements as you want on the same form too. So there's really no limits on those things.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the question.
That's wonderful. And I do see your field label there so that it doesn't have to say account type. It could say affiliation or whatever the language of that specific company or nonprofit is, right?
Exactly. Because we also have, I think that this is a really good point, actually. Thank you for bringing it up. So there is a limit, right? The label limits in Salesforce. But here, you can make this something much more longer. So it really doesn't have to be in that, I think, 80 limit or 40. I'm not sure 100%, but so you can make it much longer in many different ways. So customize it, and especially for surveys. I know some orgs, they use it in different ways, but there are no long questions, but you can customize again the field labels in any way you want. Yeah.
Excellent.
And especially if you're using HTML content too, if you like to do that, there is really no limits. I can say you can do it in any way you want. Yeah.
If you
And
happen to have a
how-
wonderful developer that
Yeah.
can write that for you.
Yeah, but
Not like
thanks
me.
to also, thanks to AI right now too, especially for HTML, that is what we see with one of our customers too. You don't really need to know HTML or any coding, especially with HTML. It's not like JavaScript or Java or anything else. You can just tell them, or you can just show it actually. Okay, this is a screenshot of what I want to do. Just give me the HTML code, and then it does that for you. So which is very convenient right now.
So Hakan, I do have one last question that I want to ask. Slack is really becoming popular as the user interface, in so many instances of
Yeah.
Salesforce. Personally, I wouldn't be sad to see it replace Experience Cloud. Shh, don't sell to anybody. But I'm wondering if that's something you all have considered. I mean, I don't know if the way it's currently configured, if a form could be used in Slack, or if that's something you all have on your roadmap to.
It's not very clear, I can say, what we want to do with it. But, in the backlog, we have something about Slack. Actually, we have some ideas, at least. I think we thought about the same thing because it said, I'm using Slack with many different companies myself too. I have been. And we want to do something about it too, using forms somehow very easily, quickly, with a great user experience on Slack. But again, I don't have a super clear answer how it's going to be looking like or when it's going to be if it happens. So, but we have something about it in our backlog. Yeah.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else come to mind from anybody? Thank you so much for doing this today, Hakan. We will have the video out and available to see by tomorrow, with a recap. And we appreciate you doing this for us.
Sure. Thank you so much for having me. It was, such fun sharing this with you. And please feel free to reach out to anyone. People can find me on LinkedIn, especially. I was more active before, I can say, on LinkedIn. I'm still actively, checking everything, all of my connections, my network is in there. But of course, things are busy too. But people, please feel free to reach out. And maybe one thing I can also mention, last thing, if that's okay, Melissa, is about, we mainly worked with nonprofits, of course, that is our really main focus. And I think, in addition to the tool being very user-friendly, very quick and easy to use, no need external integrations or anything like that, as I showed you, but also affordability is something very important for us. That we offer to nonprofits. So we always have a 40% discount for nonprofits. And compared to the other solutions with all the advanced features and, that's easy to use, there is a huge gap, I can say, when you look at the prices. Anyone, again, could reach out to me directly to get more information. But everything also is on our website too. We want to be very transparent. You don't need to reach out to a sales team, chase people, ask questions to learn about the pricing and, all of those things. Everything is really on the website, but also feel free to reach out to me for anyone.
Great. Thanks so much. We will see you soon.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Hakan.